Very good morning to you, Olivia. Look, you heard the clip there from a Secretary of State talking about the crisis, talking about the investment that they've put recently and announced recently in the health service, and talking about how they agree what NHS staff are paid. But it's clearly not working given the unfolding crisis.
Yeah, and this has become a really burning issue for Rishi Sunak. Once we get through this current wave of strikes, the state of the NHS is going to become front and foremost in almost everyone's minds. At the moment, we've got this problem, of course, of the twin strike of the flu and the COVID outbreak at the same time. And not only is that putting pressure on hospitals in terms of patients, but you've also got high level of staff absences like we saw during the pandemic. And we know that the NHS is pretty well funded now. There's been investment after investment over the past few years. We've got more nurses, more junior doctors than there were pre-pandemic. And so the government is holding to this line that, you know, we are now as well funded as most of our European counterparts, etc. But the sticking point is that our outcomes are much worse than many of our European counterparts. So we get to the question again of reform. Is the government in a strong enough position to carry through any meaningful reform? It's very hard to say. We've got that story in the papers this morning that Rishi Sunak is considering shelving or at least pushing back his deadline to get Brexit legislation, to get EU legislation removed from the statute book by the end of 2023. That shows what a weak position the Prime Minister is in. And if no government before him has managed to get through serious reform to the NHS, will it be possible for him to do?